So this is what we get done today, Friday. We get the whole roof sheeted. Okay, so I was hoping to be 100% pure sheathing. However, I discovered I'm missing several blocks. In several, I mean, I think 3. So I have to do a little framing yet, and then I can do pure sheathing. I don't like to mix and match. I like to do one thing to its entirety. It makes life a little easier. I try to. Believe me, I don't have it mastered. Let's go get these measurements on these blocks. So these are pretty simple. This one's going to be 32 5/8. Yeah. This one should be the same as that one, but I don't remember. 16 3/8. Nope. 16. So 1, 2, and then there's a third block here. I actually just kind of discovered it when I placed this sheet. And there. Okay, we're gonna need 2 of them. $12 3/4. Yeah, 12 3/4. Long to short. 12 3/4. No, long to long. Long to long. Okay, let's go cut those. Here's a cutoff. 16 1/8. And luckily, I have my tracer. So I can trace this one. This is going to be my 32 5/8. Okay, that rafter, 12 3/4 long to long. It's the 2 cuts on a common rafter. This one is going to be a plumb cut. So we put 4 here. You've seen me do this. 12 here. 4. 12. Describe it. This one, 12 on the big blade here. 4. 4 here. 12 here. Hit the lead. That's it. Those are the 2 cuts on a common rafter. This will be plumb. This will be perfectly horizontal. Oh. That's how it'll sit on top of that rafter. This is how it orientates. Please tell me I have nails. Nope. Okay, I think framing is complete. Okay, so I'm going to put this piece on. We'll start here. This is that trick that you can pre-cut everything. From here to the center of this rafter, 2.5. Flip the sheet. Orientated in your brain, 2.5 is here. Hold up, Dad, slow down. No, 2.5 is here, or there. 2.5 is there. 2.5 plus 3 feet. 3 foot 2.5. 37 7/8. That is a multiplication of 3 times 12 5/8. Where does 12 5/8 come from? 12 5/8 comes from the run of a 412. Where does 3 come from? 3 comes from me using 3 feet as the number, adding 3 feet to 2.5 inches, 3 foot 2.5 to here. So I use 3 to multiply by the run of a rafter. I am so confused right now. And insulation stop. Just about forgot that. Oh my gosh. Looks like it's a little long, or I should have moved it over on this rafter a smidge. $77.75. $15.50. Oh, another insulation stop. H-clips. Oh, I have some. $56. 4 foot 8 less 3. 1 foot 8. 37 7. Not excited where this horizontal joint is. Okay, we'll cut this one a little bit less. 23 7/8. Three 7/8, 16 and a 16th. I'd rather have factory to factory, but here we are. Hey boy, right here. Trying to find where the staples will go, right? I have to fill in here now. So this is where 2-foot centers are so important with everything. Okay, I don't know where else insulation stops are put in, but in little old southern Alberta, they're all based on a 2-foot center. So I have to fabricate this one gently. To get it to fit now, because it's not a 2-foot center. Okay, looking for the tails right here. Okay, so here's a really good example of being able to pre-cut this piece. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a square piece in here. So I'm going to cut a corner and then I can put this piece in. So I've hooked on. I got to take 3/4 of an inch off this. I would imagine that this thing angles right there, 58, 57 3/4. I actually got this scrap here we're going to use. I hope it fits. If it's looking good, let's find out. Oh yeah, can I go another 2 feet? Nope. Nope. Okay. This is where it's almost like this H-clip is kind of floating. Oh man. Okay. Now this guy. On the bottom. To the valley, it is 28 1/8. To the center of this, I'm going to center it on this ridge. We are 40 1/2. That should be all I need. Oops. 28 1/8. 40. Or you take the sheet. 28 1/8. Guessing approximately we're 40, is it a half? Yeah. Okay. 28 1/8 plus 1 foot. 3 foot 4 1/8. Guessing on coming up. 3 foot 4 1/8. Okay, now I'm going to mark come up 12 5/8. I'm going to snap that. Now for fun, I am going to, not for fun, I'm going to snap a line at 40 1/2. 40 1/2. Actually, I don't even need to snap a line. I'm going to measure from this original mark here, 12 3/8. I'm going to go 12 3/8 here. Because hips work on 45s and every number is always the same. Snap that line. Let's cut that. And I cut just on the outside of my lines. Some H clips. All right, let's go see if this fits. Good. Okay, we got a massive elevation difference. I have to take an inch off that side. This is what happens when I snap a line here and snap a line here. I should have snapped this line all the way through if I could have. Okay, it's an inch. Oh man. I'm hoping that that H clip stayed over there. Yeah, I didn't think it did. nice if this fit. Just like that. Oh, you'll have to let me in the house. Oh boy. Got to loosen this sheet a minute. $59.25. 59.25. 4'11" 1/4. 1'11" 1/4. 37.7. Should be right there. And that marks where rafter is. Looks sketchy. but it's not. $61 1/4. 61 3/4. $79.5. This is oddly satisfying for some reason. I don't think so. Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay. $17.25. Yeah, 17 1/8. Okay, we want to mark these rafters. Let's do 3 and 7. Okay, this will be fun. We're getting close. One foot 11 and 5/8, 2 foot 11 and 5/8, 12 and 5/8, 12 and a half, 12 and a half. Oh yeah. Probably 12 and a half. Yeah. Half inch. 11 and a half. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, staple it off. This is tricky because you got parts stapled and not stapled, so I got to be careful and make sure I get all the parts that are not stapled. So I know this here whole phase is done. This is all done. This guy obviously is not. Okay, well that roof is now stapled off and done. Next thing will be this. That might be tomorrow, that's a Saturday. We'll see what kind of mood I am in for a Saturday go. Thank you for watching. You all take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.